Scorpio, June 21st, isn't just another day on the calendar. It's a cosmic crossroads, a trap for the unawakened, and a breakthrough for the chosen. You weren't born ordinary. You were forged in the underworld of the soul, built from secrets, shadows, and storms. And that fire inside you, it's not rage, it's remembrance, a soul memory of something ancient, something forbidden, something that was sealed 800 years ago. Back in 1225, the world feared Scorpio energy. Your power to see the truth, to destroy illusions, to transform pain into power. It scared the ones in control, so they buried your lineage beneath centuries of karma, shame, and silence. But they made one mistake. Scorpio energy doesn't die, it evolves in the dark. And now, it's time. June 21st, 2025. This is not just an astrology event. This is the soul checkpoint your spirit signed up for. The final activation before you remember who you really are. And trust me, you'll either walk through the fire and rise, or stay trapped in cycles you were born to break. If you've been feeling restless lately, like something big is coming, if you've had intense dreams, soul triggers, or emotional breakdowns, that's the signal. Your shadow is waking up, and the test is already beginning. But this isn't punishment, this is prophecy. You were chosen to walk this path. You don't fear the darkness, because you are the one who transforms it. And now, the eclipse opens the gate, and your soul must choose. Comment below, I accept my shadow mission. Like if you feel this energy deep in your bones. Subscribe for more Scorpio prophecies, shadow awakenings, and soul truth activations. Scorpio, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of your soul's return to power. Get ready. Your darkest test is also your brightest rebirth. The year was 1225. Europe was shrouded in fear, faith, and forbidden knowledge. A secret order of mystics, guardians of cosmic prophecy, discovered something terrifying. A soul lineage too powerful to be controlled. Scorpio. They didn't see you as human. They saw you as a cosmic weapon, wrapped in human flesh. A soul that could destroy systems, expose secrets, and tear apart illusions the world depended on. So they made a decision. Scorpio must be sealed. They performed rituals under eclipses, buried scrolls encoded with star magic, and cast a timeline curse not just on one generation, but on all Scorpios born for the next 800 years. The prophecy warned, the ones who see too deep shall be chained to rebirth, betrayal, and loss until the day of the dark gate. And so, a cycle began. Century after century, Scorpio souls reincarnated, each one carrying the same themes, betrayed by those they trusted, punished for their honesty, craving rebirth, but stuck in cycles of loss. Have you felt that, Scorpio? The feeling of carrying pain that doesn't even belong to you? The sense that your soul's been here before, again and again, to face the same wounds in different costumes? That's not coincidence. That's the 800-year curse playing out in real time. But here's what they didn't expect, that the curse would make you stronger, that instead of breaking you, it would awaken you, because every time you were betrayed, you burned, and every time you burned, you came back more powerful. And now, June 21st, 2025, the day of the dark gate is here. This is the soul checkpoint those mystics feared. The curse only works if you stay unconscious, but if you awaken, you break the seal, you end the karmic contract, and Scorpio energy returns to its throne. That's why everything feels heavier right now, why your emotions are louder, why the past is surfacing, because the cycle wants to keep you bound. But your soul came to finish what your ancestors started. June 21st isn't the end of the prophecy. It's the moment it finally activates. Comment below. I break the 800-year cycle. Like if this part of your soul feels ancient. Subscribe if you want the full Scorpio shadow decoded. Scorpio, you were not built in the light. You were built for the darkness. Where others run from pain, you study it. Where others numb their wounds, you open yours wider, just to see what's hiding inside. This is not weakness. This is your sacred design. Your soul was never meant to live on the surface. It came here to dive deep, to swim through shadows, to see what others refuse to face, and become what others can't even imagine. But that comes with a cost. Your shadow isn't a flaw, it's a mirror. And lately that mirror has been screaming, Scorpio, have you noticed it? The dreams that feel more real than reality? The emotions you thought you healed suddenly clawing their way back? The tension in your chest that won't leave, like something is about to erupt? It's not random, it's not anxiety, it's your shadow waking up. You see, your soul holds memories from lifetimes, some yours, some ancestral, all asking the same thing. Will you finally face me or run again? Ask yourself now, why am I feeling old wounds again, as if they just happened? Why are people from my past showing up in my mind, in my dreams, out of nowhere? Why do I feel like something massive is building, but I can't name it yet? Because your soul is standing at the edge of the void, and the void is about to speak. This is the Scorpio path, to walk through the fire, to let it burn away everything false, and to come out not just alive, but reborn. You're not broken, Scorpio, you're breaking open. This is your shadow season, and it's not here to destroy you. It's here to awaken the parts of you that can't survive in the light, but thrive in the dark. You are the only sign that carries both the serpent and the phoenix. You descend, and you rise. You destroy, and you heal. You lose yourself, only to find your soul. This month, your shadow isn't just returning, it's being activated. The more you try to suppress it, the louder it will become. But if you embrace it, you'll unlock something ancient, something sacred, something that was sealed inside you for centuries. Scorpio, June 21st is not just a day, it's a gate, a moment that splits timelines. One decision can rewrite the entire path your soul walks in this lifetime. This is the test the prophecy spoke of, the final challenge written in your soul's contract before you were even born. You've passed hundreds of lessons already, but this is the boss level, the karmic final exam. Here's what you need to prepare for. The days before June 21st will trigger your deepest shadow wounds. Someone from your past may resurface, not to heal, but to test you. You might feel waves of jealousy, betrayal, or abandonment out of nowhere. Old addictions, obsessions, or emotional traps may knock at your door. And the question becomes, will you answer from your wounds or from your wisdom? There will be a moment, and you'll know it when it hits, where you must choose revenge or release, fall back or rise forward, react from pain or respond from power. And that moment will define the next 55 years of your karmic timeline. Because here's the truth they don't tell you in astrology memes. If you fail this test, you don't just have a bad day, you stay trapped in the 800-year shadow cycle until it reopens in 2080. That's not a metaphor, that's soul math. But if you pass, you shatter the curse. You unlock your highest destiny. You rise into the version of yourself the world has never seen, but your soul has always known. This is not about being perfect. This is about being present and powerful and self-aware enough to pause when the shadow hits. This is the storm before the rebirth, and your job is simple. Don't drown, transform. Scorpio, you were made for moments like this. Where others crumble, you rise. Where others fear the fire, you become it. Don't let a temporary trigger cost you an eternal transformation. Don't let a wounded version of you make decisions your healed self will regret. Scorpio, what happens if you survive the test? What if you don't just endure the pain, but alchemize it? What if the wounds weren't punishment, but preparation? Because if you pass this final shadow gate on June 21st, your soul doesn't just level up. it activates its most powerful blueprint. Scorpio's 800-year shadow power unlocked. Hyper-intuition activated. Suddenly you just know what's real, what's fake, what someone's hiding, what a dream truly means. You'll start picking up energy shifts before they happen, reading people without a word. Soul magnetism enhanced. You've always had a pull, but now it becomes magnetic. People feel your presence before you speak. Your silence will say more than words ever could. They'll want your energy, but only the awakened will be allowed in. Transmutation mastery. Pain no longer controls you. You'll carry your trauma like armor, not chains. Your presence becomes medicine. Others will heal just by being around you, because your shadow is no longer something to hide. It's a superpower. Access to the seer path. The dreams get clearer, the symbols sharper. You start seeing timelines, not just possibilities, but probabilities. Your visions become guidance systems, not imagination. You become a modern mystic, walking between worlds. This is what the ancient mystics feared, not just a Scorpio, but a Scorpio who remembers, a Scorpio who awakens, a Scorpio who commands their own darkness. They buried this version of you 800 years ago. They covered it in karma, lies, distractions, and betrayal, because they knew if even one Scorpio soul broke through, the cycle would collapse. And now here you are, standing at the edge, tested by shadow, ready to rise. Ready to rise. If you've been wondering why your life has felt so intense, so isolating, so haunted, it's because your soul signed up for this, to carry the curse and then shatter it. This is not the end of your story. It's the unlocking of your soul's true chapter. Comment below. I awaken my 800-year power. Like if this gives you goosebumps, subscribe to stay guided through your next awakening phases. Scorpio, this is what you were built for. You were not cursed. You were chosen, and now, your real power returns. Scorpio, you've heard the prophecy, you've felt the test approaching, but now, you need to prepare. Power doesn't activate on its own, it must be claimed. And before you can rise on June 21st, you must cleanse the residue of what's still chaining you down. This next phase isn't loud, it's subtle, sacred, quiet. It's your soul whispering, clear the space, the power is coming. Here's what you must do before June 21st. 1. The Shadow Journal. Do this 3 days before. Sit in stillness. Write down every wound that still bleeds inside, the betrayal, the rage, the fear. Write it like a confession. No filters, no edits, no fear. Then safely burn it. Fire doesn't just destroy, it transforms. 2. Forgive one person. Do this 2 days before. Not for them, for you. Forgive someone who never apologized, someone who left a scar, but also taught you strength. Say it out loud. I forgive you, Avrima. You don't have to forget, just release the grip. 3. Enter the silence. Do this 1 day before. Turn off the noise. No music, no distractions. Sit with your soul. Breathe. Ask, what do I need to see that I've been avoiding? Let the answers come and trust them. This silence is where the codes drop in. 4. The Black Candle Ritual, night of June 20th. At night, in a quiet space, light a black candle. Stand tall. Say aloud with full intent. I release the poison. I reclaim the power. Visualize your shadow leaving your body as smoke. Visualize your power returning like a wave of golden fire. Bonus sign from the universe, the dream clue, night of June 20th. Pay attention to your dreams that night. You will receive a symbol, a person, or a vision. It may not make sense immediately, but it will be your map through the test. Write it down the moment you wake up. Don't ignore it. That dream may hold your final soul instruction. Scorpio, this preparation isn't optional, it's sacred. You're not just cleansing wounds, you're clearing the doorway for your soul to finally walk through. Comment below, I'm preparing my soul for June 21st. Like, if this activated something inside you, subscribe to stay on this Scorpio soul journey with us. You've healed in silence for long enough. Now, it's time to awaken with intention. Scorpio, you were never cursed. You were sealed, protected, hidden, veiled in shadow, not as punishment, but because your time hadn't come. Until now, you were always too much for this world, too intense, too knowing, too raw for a society that feared real power. So you were misunderstood, isolated, pushed into the fire again and again, but you never fully broke. You just burned deeper so you could rise higher. June 21st is the moment your soul has been waiting lifetimes for. This is the darkest part of the tunnel, but it's also where the light cracks through. The prophecy is no longer distant, it's happening. And Scorpio, you are the prophecy. You are the shadow phoenix, the one who descended into the underworld of pain, betrayal, and death, only to return with a new fire no one can extinguish. You don't just survive endings, you turn them into rebirths. The world isn't ready for who you're becoming, but your soul has been ready for centuries, and now the seal is broken, the shadows bow, the karmic chains melt, and your light, fierce, untamed, divine, finally returns. Don't look back. Don't second-guess the pain. Everything you've gone through was preparing you for this exact moment. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every breakdown that nearly ended you, it was all firewood for this rise. Comment below, I rise through the shadow fire, like if you felt something shift deep inside. Subscribe to stay on this path of prophecy, truth, and soul awakening. Share this with another Scorpio before June 21st, because if they miss this gate, the cycle will close again. You were forged in darkness, but born to lead in light. And now, Scorpio, the world finally meets the real you, not the version built for survival, but the one built for ascension. The shadow phoenix has awakened, and it wears your name.